Good afternoon, guys. It is time for our 4th and 5th grade math lesson. We're going to be exploring a little bit of geometry this afternoon. So let's go right into it. We'll do a few problems. Okay, let's go over some vocabulary. So we're going to be talking about some angles and some rays. Now a ray has a starting point, but it goes on forever and ever. So a ray is one line that has an end point. Now an angle is two rays that have a common endpoint. So they share a vertex. The vertex is just the corner. So when we name our ray, we go from left to right. So we start at the endpoint. So it would be ray BG. And when you write it, you would write BG with a little arrow on top of it to show it's a ray. When you do your angle, you always start away from the endpoint, so one of the other points. So this would be angle ABC or CBA. To write it, you would write an angle symbol and then ABC or CBA, or you can even just write angle B because that's the angle we're talking about right there. And angles are measured in degrees, and it doesn't mean how hot or cold it is, it's just how open or closed it is. So a right angle is 90 degrees, and anytime you see this square on an angle, that is a 90-degree angle. An acute angle is less than 90 degrees. I like to say, oh, look at that cute little angle. It's so tiny. And an obtuse angle is bigger and greater than 90 degrees. It's obtuse. It's taking a big bite. Obtuse. All right. So let's name each of these angles. They've already done that one. What would this one be named? Let's name it angle F because our endpoint, our vertex, is F. And what is our vertex here? It is Q, so this would be angle Q. And here our vertex is K, so this would be angle K. Or you could also make it angle PQR or RQP. This could be EFG or GFE. Whatever you're most comfortable with. All right, so we have to name each angle. And no, I don't mean Bob, Tim, and Penny. I mean we have to name if they're right angles, acute, or obtuse. So this one is obtuse. It's taking a nice big chomp. What about this one? What kind of angle would this one be? Aw, it's a cute little angle. What about this one? It has that box, so what does it mean? It's a right angle. Oh, I should be writing angle because I should always label everything, otherwise I get confused. What about this one? This one's kind of tough. What do you think? Let's turn the page so we can look at it a little better. Oh, now I see it better. So is it a right angle, obtuse, or a cute little angle? I think it's an obtuse angle because there's no square at the vertex. It's almost a right angle, but it's a little obtuse. All right, so those are our angles. Let's talk about some perimeter. Perimeter is, I like to say perimeter because look in that word, rim. So a perimeter is the rim. It's the outside edges. So it's the distance that you would take to go around it. You'd run the rim. So to find the perimeter of a figure, count the number of units around. So find the perimeter by counting the units. Starting at point A, move clockwise. So in this same distance as a clock, what's the word? Same direction. And count from A to B. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is 12 units. Now they didn't tell you this, but the corners count as a unit too. They just didn't mark them. They're trying to trick you, but I know you're smarter than that. All right, so let's find the perimeter of each rectangle. And yes, a square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one is 8 units. Let's count the perimeter here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one is 10 units for the perimeter. The rim, we're running around the rim of the shape. Let's do this one. 1, so here's where I started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, this one is 12 units. Pardon my terrible handwriting. Let's do this one. 1. Now I want you to notice how I'm marking where I start. That way I don't end up counting the same thing twice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units. Let's count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 units. All right, I think we've got that. Let's move on with our geometry. Oh, now we're getting interesting. Now we're getting into some true measurements. We were using some uncommon measurements for that. So to find the perimeter of the rectangle, you can also use a formula. Now this is really important because if you're wanting to paint a room or put carpet on the floor, you need to know the perimeter of the room. And because that's going to help you find the area, but we'll get into that next time maybe. So to find the perimeter of a rectangle, you can use a formula or an equation. You know, it helps you solve the problem. So we're going to say P for perimeter. So you just add the sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You'd add all those sides. So 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2. Okay. So 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 plus 2 is 6, and then 6 plus 6 is 12. Okay. Now if you're doing a square, because what do we know about squares? Every side is what? It's the same. It's equal. Every side is equal. So you could actually just multiply 4 times whatever the side is. So we'll use S for the side. And that would equal the perimeter. All right, let's see if we can get started. So we know that squares are equal or equivalent. Let's use some math terms here. Let's sound like mathematicians. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times, what's our measurement? 3 feet. So 4 times 3 is 12, and that would be 12 feet. All right. All right, so let's add these. 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 2. So we know 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 plus 2 is 7, and 7 plus 7, it's a doubles fact. We know that's 14. It's 14 meters in perimeter, the rim. All right, let's do another one. Just because they're so easy. So 6, you're adding the perimeter, the rim of the shape. So 6 plus 3 plus 6 plus 3. So let's add these two together. 6 plus 3 is 9. 6 plus 3 is 9. And these are always going to be doubles facts. You should know them like the back of your hand. 9 plus 9 is 18. Okay. Ooh, a square. So we know 4 times because it's a square, so we can multiply this time. 4 times, what's our measurement? 8. 4 times 8. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. So that would be 32 inches. Or if you wanted to count it out, 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. So 8 plus 8 is 16. So 16 plus 16, carry the 1, and yes, I say carry because that's just how I learned it. 32. It's the same answer, so we're okay. All right. So 4 times, because we see that it's a square and all sides have the same measurement. 4 times 10. You better know your tens facts because those are the easiest facts to learn. So 4 times 10 is 40 inches. If you don't know your multiplication facts, so that is okay. I don't want you to stress or feel bad, but this time away from school is an excellent time to be practicing your multiplication and your addition facts. All right, let's do one more, and then we are going to be done for today. Oh my word, there are decimals. That's it. I can't do it. I'm totally kidding. All right, so let's add these two together. So 6.4, line that decimal up, plus 2.5. 9 and 8. All right, and since this is equivalent, so it'll be 8.9 plus 8.9 because because 2 sides are the same and those 2 sides are the same. Line up the decimal. It should be in a pretty straight line. Okay, 9 plus 9 is 18, so drop the 8. Yes, carry that 1. So 8 plus 1 is 9, and 9 plus 8 is 17. So our answer then would be 17.8. Don't forget your label. Meters. So there we go. That one was almost too hard for me. But thank you guys for hanging in there and laughing at my attempts to do it correctly. All right, I hope this has been helpful for you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.